time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Lewis. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Barnett. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the Volunteers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Buys a little extra time. Working on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Vols want to move quickly. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. To the air. It's Barnett. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Good timing on the quick out. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. That's caught. It's Lewis. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds us back in the middle. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. Firing deep. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. This time they'll go to the running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Open spaces. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That's caught. It's Matthews. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Vols come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll get rid of it. Caught over the middle, it's Staley. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Offense lining up quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Volunteers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. They'll start this drive going to the air. And runs through another one. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll send the back in motion. On the run, it's Robinson. Turning it on! Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick completion to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field. So just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a really nice job running the option at the QB position. He reminds me of the great Heisman winner Cam Newton, who completely changed the trajectory of the Auburn Tiger football program. We transferred in, came to the Plains. It was just like they were shot out of a cannon offensively after that. His athleticism changed the game. Not just in Auburn, I think maybe even in the SEC.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Auburn! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Matthews.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Staley. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
He runs out of bounds at the 44. And first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers and those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option, he just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket, you're trying to find an open target. No one's open, throw it away, and live to play another day.
From the gun, wants to pass. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point.